Welcome back to Crooked River Homestead, everyone. It's time for our garden update. It's actually been more than a week since the last time. I think the last time was on the 22nd of June. Today is July 3rd. I hope you all have a safe and happy 4th and happy 250th anniversary to America. Today I'm going to be mulching in the aisles. Tim did bring some more wood chips. I'm not going to bore you with that, but I do want to show you what's growing in the garden. In our squash patch, we don't have that many plants. We have 5 plants of various varieties. These are probably yellow squash and then green summer squash. And this one might be a butternut or a delicata squash. We're going to have to wait and see. They're going to remain under the netting. I'm going to make these hoops a little taller. I've got plenty of used up netting here that I can cover them with to protect them from the vine borer moths and their damage, and hopefully squash bugs. Although I didn't have any squash bugs, knock on wood, last summer, just the moth. In our cut flower garden, the zinnia plants are doing very well. I did trim. I was doing an experiment. I cut back. Oh, it is working. Look at this. So one of the YouTube channels that I watch, Whispering Willow Farm, she says she cuts back, just snips the top of the zinnia plants after their first set of leaves. And so that's what I did here, and look, they're dividing. They're making new branches. So I think, and she gets more production that way. I think I may come and snip some of these. And I had also done some snipping with these. And we do have some baby zinnia plants growing in between in the bare spots. And I think it's time for me to take the netting off of this area here. These are snapdragons, and I'm thinking that these are the straw cut flowers that I'm smushing here with the hose. So there's not much in this patch, but they are growing now. They did take a while to get going. The zinnias are looking really good, and I may do some snipping with them, although some of them are having offshoots on their own. And here we have our dill. And these are some young zinnia plants that I started or replanted another planting to cover these bare spots. Our pumpkin plants are growing nicely, and asparagus is still with us. These pepper plants I just gave them some blood meal a couple days ago, so I'm waiting to see. They do look a little greener now. The ones in the greenhouse are doing much better than the ones here. So hopefully, but they are flowering and getting ready to have more flowers. We've been getting a little handful of strawberries here and there. And calendula. So this is our original patch, and we have an occasional plant here and there. And this is our chamomile that's getting ready to flower. That's really doing well. I'm glad that we're getting this established in the garden. And again, more calendula, little baby plants. And another little one there. So not as much calendula as I had hoped. I really wanted a lot, because I love to infuse it in oil and use it in my balms. I may try some in the greenhouse. We'll see how that goes. So I was out here last night, did a lot of trimming under of the lower branches of my tomato plants too, and I don't know, I think I probably could do more. I just hesitated to do too much at a time. Just want to get the moisture away from the plants, the bottom of the plants, to avoid any fungal diseases. But these tomatoes, I have never had tomato plants look this wonderful. So I'm excited to see what we get for a harvest, and maybe we'll have enough for canning. Let me know if you would trim more lower branches to get some more airflow and give more energy to the plants instead of trying to grow all these stems and leaves. We are getting some success with our bush beans. This was a second planting, so you can see they're coming along. And these were original ones. And I did lose one really tall one. It just snapped right here, and initially I thought, well, did a bug get it? Or it was really tall. It almost looked like a pole bean, like these. They're just, again, everything is looking much bigger than I've ever grown before, including these bush beans. I mean, they're pretty. They're a couple feet tall for a bush bean, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to like put a trellis or try to contain them. I think the other one might have just fallen over, got snapped in the wind because it was so top heavy. I'm not sure. The pole beans, you can see that this one's reached the top. They're doing very well. I don't know what's going on with these leaves here, but the rest of the plants look good. The Swiss chard is also really taking off. I also fed these with blood meal about 3 days ago, and they're almost big enough now for me to take the netting off. I'm still waiting because I had planted like some in the bare spots, so those are a little bit smaller. And I have one red chard here that I planted a bunch of different ones. I planted rainbow and also just the regular Swiss chard. Although I think I'm seeing some red over here. Right there. So this is looking healthy, and this is my third planting of radish, and it looks like I might need to thin a little bit over there. Not really. I mean, this is supposed to be a whole row and this, but it's been really hot. It's been in the 90s all week and humid, so some things are not liking the heat. And I'm trying to grow some beets, and I think that's the situation with that. This is just a random Swiss chard seed that is growing well. And this was a third planting of green beans, and some of them are coming up. About half of them came up, and the plants are still young. This was where I was trying to grow spinach, and I gave up on that. The peas are doing very well. They're not, I haven't seen any flowers yet, but it should be getting pretty close. I'm surprised they're doing well in this heat, but they're climbing the trellis like they should be. We gave up on the lettuce lettuce wasn't doing anything. This is my second planting of radishes, so those are getting better, bigger. I did put some blood meal in here as well. Not with the third planting because they're still young. I did harvest some radish, and we had enough to put a package in the farm stand, which sold the same day. So I was happy to see that, but I'm just letting these stalks are kind of on the small side. This one's not too bad. So I may be able to harvest some in a couple days. And the sunflowers are coming along. We have some bigger ones, and I had planted some more, and those are starting to come up. I have a couple smaller ones here, and hopefully they won't get overshadowed by these, because these are getting much bigger with the bigger leaves. So these are going to be for cutting, and we'll see. Some of them are just regular yellow sunflowers, and some are the colored variety. And this is our third planting or second planting of carrots. At any rate, the first planting did not come up, and these are coming up nicely. Some of them are still baby ones. Some of them are a little bit bigger. We definitely have some bigger ones over there. And this is another area where I probably should just take the netting off. And the cucumbers are doing very well. And some of them have started to reach for the trellis. And this is one of them here. Is going to be climbing the trellis. And I did see a flower on this one with a little baby cucumber forming. So this is the first time I'm going to be trellising cucumbers, so looking forward to seeing how that does. This plant has reached out to the trellis. So I only did part of this row as far as mulching, but it's working very well at keeping the weeds down in the paths. And so I'll probably finish this row, and this part of the garden is shaded in the late afternoon, and since it's so hot and humid today, I figured I would start up there and work my way down. Tim did bring me a couple loads of the wood chips by the roadside, and that is really gonna come in handy. Well, I hope you're staying cool out there. We have air conditioning in the camper, but we're not using it because I'm sure, I don't even want to know how much power it would use. So we just have a small fan, a rechargeable fan that we use, and we charge it on sunny days. And it's a solar fan actually from Conbola. And I'll leave a link down below in case you're interested if you go camping, and especially if you're camping in a tent or in a camper that doesn't have air conditioning, and especially at night. We use it most at night to help us sleep, to help us stay cool at night. Thanks for joining me today. Please like and share this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love it if you join us on our journey as we build our off-grid homestead in Maine. We'll see you next time. Bye.
I'll keep praying to heaven and fighting like hell.